103 years ago, in February of 1917, Russia's provisional government transitioned from a Tsarist autocracy to a liberal provisional government. A tyrant fell that day, but it was replaced by another. The liberals provided concessions to the Russian people, but in the end it changed nothing. Russian men were dying en masse on the Eastern Front against the Kaiser's advance in a war that was fought because a foreign nationalist shot a foreign prince. 100 years ago from today, the Bolsheviks overthrew the Provisionals, not long after peaceful protesters were shot dead by the Palace Guard on a day known by the Russian people as Bloody Sunday. It was a violent, bloody struggle, not because the socialists were bloodthirsty radicals, as Jordan Peterson would have you believe, but because when we tried to speak peacefully, we were killed. The important thing, however, is that we had won. For the first time in history, the workers were in charge. Factories belonged to the masses. Healthcare was provided to the masses for free. And homosexuality, a condition that's seen then as a mental sickness, was legalized under the guiding hand of Bolshevism. Today, liberals insist that the world has changed since 1917. And in many ways it has. Homosexuality was legalized throughout the capitalist world, and there have been numerous laws put into place that criminalize discrimination towards marginalized groups in the workplace. However, while history may not necessarily repeat itself, it often rhymes. Just as the Russian people protested against the inequalities in the days of both the Tsar and provisional government, the African-American proletariat, the workhorse of the American empire, begged the American government to stop targeting them for unnecessary arrests and killings in 2014. Since that year, things have only gotten worse. The killing of George Floyd under the knee of American tyranny has ignited revolutionary flames across the world of all races. So much so that America have toppled their own Tsar, replacing him with their own liberal provisional government. The victors not being the workers, but Goldman Sachs, Wall Street, healthcare CEOs, and out-of-control inequality and corruption. The exact same winners in almost every election in bourgeois parliamentarism. Britain is no different. Thanks to a smear campaign comparing the criticism of Arab genocide to anti-Semitism and a simple slogan of "Get Brexit Done," Lenin has been proven right once again. Victory will not come on a ballot. It doesn't matter who is in the White House or Downing Street, we, the workers, must rise up. We must rally the unions. We must hold demonstrations against the wave of austerity coming as a result of this pandemic. We must fight to preserve what little socialism we have left in our NHS. But most importantly, we must fight back against our government. We must start by making demands. We need the NHS funded now. We need the right to work enforced now. We need a second stimulus check now. And we need to end the wars now. Being in the streets is not enough unless that street is in front of Parliament, Downing Street, or an oligarch's home. The bourgeois electorate stands for nothing unless we stand on them. And if they do not listen to our demands, if we continue to be trampled upon, if the next few years are spent not on recovering our racial inequality and our poverty imposed by a storm of austerity, but by yet another bloody war in Iran or Venezuela, then 1917 will commence again. Glory to Bolshevism, glory to Vladimir Lenin, and glory to the working people!